that. Welcome everybody to the Rebel Classic Tournament. It's a Thanksgiving hockey tournament here in Brooklyn Park Arena. Game today hosted by Champlin Park. First up for your Wildcats, it's the Minneapolis Storm. Minneapolis comes into this tournament with a 7-2-0 record. Wildcats 7-6-0 coming off a dramatic win, come from behind win just last week back in Eagan against Lakeville South. We got a bit of an early start here, so we're scrambling around, but I think we made it just in time. So settle in. Friday afternoon, Wildcat hockey starts now. And the puck is down. Wildcats starting with Mann, Turnbull, Schmidt, Williams, and Volber. There's a shot and a save. It's Owen Delmonico, your starting goaltender. We'll check in with him in just a moment. Minneapolis wearing the black, Wildcats wearing the white. Shot flutters through, we've got our game's first goal. Minneapolis drawing first blood, tipped through the slot, gets past Delmonico. Slot, you'll get a good look at it here. It's Williams in the slot. Looks like it was tipped by number 14 as it came through. Less than a minute in, Wildcats playing from behind. Minneapolis Storm on top by 1. Pouring it on, but now we've got MacKenzie coming out one-on-one. He's got Henderson streaking through the center. MacKenzie tried to pull through the defense, picked away at the hash mark. Next up for the Wildcats, Schmidt, Turnbull, Mann, Stanky, and Volber. 13-12 left on the clock. Wildcats took to dirty ice today. Means we will get a resurface. May have a penalty coming. It's hard to say. Delmonico's helmet had been popped off as a player came crashing through the slot. He appears to be in pain. Scary scene coming through the slot. Player had been defended by Volber. Crashing through. Caught Delmonico high enough to where it ripped his helmet off. PT crew coming out onto the ice here to have a look. We'll take a pause as Delmonico is being tended to. Give you an update here in just a moment. So Delmonico has left the ice. He appeared to be favoring his lower body. Obviously, never wishing for any injury. Hopefully it's something that will be easily to recover from. Wildcats will need Delmonico today and as this season rolls on. So as it stands, it's Austin Schwartz coming in quick relief just over 2 minutes into this game. Minneapolis on top by 1, 12:44 left in the first. Mann had jumped in offside. Will stop the clock with 12:29 left here in the first. Next up are your Wildcats: Henriksen, Skoog, MacKenzie, Williams, and Eilertson. Minneapolis crosses the line, save made by Schwartz. So that's number 70, Austin Schwartz, as we mentioned. It was Delmonico had the start today. Schwartz coming in relief. Minneapolis wins the draw out to their point. Working it down, lots of room along the sidewall. Crossing pass on the tape. Wildcats having a hard time getting the puck out of their zone thus far in this game. Minneapolis sending it in deep. Out to the point, Minneapolis walks, cuts back. Dances one, shot save. Williams peels away, brings the puck through the skates of the official, and sends it off the glass and out. No icing on the play. And Minneapolis cutting to the center. We have 2-on-1 down low. Wide angle shot, just missed. Another wide open opportunity for the Storm. Saved that time by Schwartz. Picked up by Levine. Levine fans on his outlet attempt. Knocks it up off the wall. It'll be Mann into retrieve. We've got a 2-on-1 developing. Schmidt coming 1-on-1 on his forehand side. Cutting to the center. Pulled away by the Minneapolis defense. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first. Minneapolis chipping it into the Eagan end. Vobel into retrieve. Minneapolis picks up the puck. Out to the point. Schmidt was sending it across to Tervold. Turned over at the red line. Minneapolis tried to dump it in. Vobel laying a hit on the half wall. Loose puck. Out to the Minneapolis point. Shot coming through, deflected by Mann. Cycled back into the Eagan zone. Minneapolis having their way in the offensive zone to start this game. Right back in, deep into Eagan territory. Vobel recovers with time. Vobel moving up to Schmidt. And we have a stoppage of play. So apart from Delmonico being sent back into the locker room early in this game, the Wildcats are also down Liam Riley. His injury sustained up in Duluth. And team point leader Jake Palin, visiting family over here on the Thanksgiving holiday. Obviously, the output from both Riley and Palin will be missed here in this Thanksgiving tournament. Eilertson, Steinke, Skoog, MacKenzie, and Henriksen. Wildcats clear the zone. Will it get down for icing? Yes, it will. It was waved at the last moment. Minneapolis, even numbers at the Eagan line. Sent across, MacKenzie will chase in the neutral zone. Now Minneapolis, 2-on-2, dancing to the outside around Eilertson. Goes upstairs, stopped there by Schwark. Schwark with the big save. Now Skoog clearing it out to MacKenzie. MacKenzie tries to chip it off, it hits the official. Wildcats working on a change. Skoog on the forecheck, supported by Mann. Minneapolis long stretch pass thwarted there by Mann. Loose puck at the red line pulled up by Schmidt. 2-on-1, Schmidt and Mann. Over to Mann. Mann shot. Goal! Ethan Mann goes 5-hole and gets the Wildcats on the board. Nice pass from Schmidt. And it was Mann finding the back of the net. There's Schmidt winning the board battle on the far side. Sends it over. Mann able to pull it in and gets it 5-hole. So the Wildcats even the score here with just 8 minutes to go in the first period. 1-1. Williams tried to sauce it across ice towards Tervold, hit traffic coming through. Now Tervold knocking it up himself in the neutral zone. Minneapolis pulling up. Nice stop there from MacKenzie. MacKenzie's spinning around a couple times trying to find that loose puck. And Minneapolis coming back, 3-on-3. Vobel spinning it around, sending it out of the Eagan zone. Storm will go on the regroup. Schwark comes out of his goal, leaves the puck there for, that was Vobel. Now MacKenzie finds Skoog. Skoog's shot attempt had been blocked by the Minneapolis defender. Storm have been floating a man all game so far. We'll see how that pays off. Now Storm working off the half wall into the center of the slot. Knifed away there by Skoog. MacKenzie backhands it around to the near side. That's Henriksen meeting it there. Wide open in the slot is Minneapolis. Shot coming, goes high. Wildcats giving the Storm all sorts of room in the middle of the ice. Vogel defending in the far corner, lays a check. Now Skoog sends it out right back into the high slot. Minneapolis turning back around on offense. Shot, save, rebound in the slot. Rebound coming, blocked by Skoog. Centering attempt goes all the way across. Vogel gets a knife on it, out to the Minneapolis point. Bobbled once, turned around, it's out and in. It'll give the Wildcats a much-needed change. We mentioned the last game was a victory in dramatic fashion. The Wildcats over the Cougars. That was in District 8 play, coming back scoring 3 goals in the third period, remaining undefeated in their D8 season. Mann, Schmidt, Tervold, Steinke, Levine. Loose puck in through center ice. Now Schmidt. Wide angle shot. And this one's put out in a neutral ice. It's a race. Steinke getting on the high horse. Minneapolis picking up the loose puck. Still battled for. Minneapolis around the backside of Schwartz's net. Poked away there by Schmidt. Now it's Mann. Mann gets stripped at the blue line. Mann once again puts it off the wall to Tervold. Now Levine sending it across ice. Wildcats will get a change. But not after we have an icing call. 1-1, 4:47 left in the first period. MacKenzie, Henriksen, Skoog, Eilertson, and Williams. Shot goes wide, one-time attempt. MacKenzie able to tip it into the far corner. Williams retrieves. Williams brings it back around. It was stopped by a Minneapolis forward and out in a neutral ice. With the Wildcats taking to dirty ice today, we will have a resurface after the first period. So expect an intermission, 10 to 12 minutes in length or so. Picked off by Henriksen. He flips it up into the Minneapolis zone. Glove down. Henriksen tried to get it once more at the blue line. Sent across the zone. Williams will find it. Williams absorbs a hit at the blue line. Henriksen on the back check, out to the Minneapolis defender. Williams with another hit. Eilertson escapes twice, leading it back in the direction of Henriksen. MacKenzie digging along the side wall, supported there by Henriksen, out to the Minneapolis point, but it gets over the leg of number 5, and the Storm will go on the regroup as the Wildcats try to get a change. Wildcats are playing with 6 forwards and 5D today. Lots of ice. Here in a game that will feature 4 pool play games prior to any semifinal action on Sunday. Wildcat legs and lungs will be tested. Now Minneapolis dancing across the line. Schmidt pulling it back out into center ice. Supported there by Mann. It's picked up by Minneapolis. Turnover in the slot. Turvold is there. He spins around a pass. That's blocked. Now Steinke. 2-on-1 developing. Steinke gets back. That one is offside. 3:08 left in the first. Turvold, Schmidt, Mann, Vobel, and Steinke. Schwartz, lots of time behind his own net. He rings it around, hits the Minneapolis point. Outlet pass gets out of the zone. Minneapolis on the regroup. Minneapolis crosses with numbers at the line. Shot coming from the dot. Save, Schwartz. Austin Schwartz with another nice save, controlling the rebound. MacKenzie, Skoog, Henriksen, Eilertson, and I believe that is Levine. Yes, it is. Henriksen pestering at the point. Shot goes well wide. Levine picks up a loose puck and reverses play. Levine in on the forecheck. Rung around. Eilertson will find it on the far wall. His shot coming. That hit a player. Henriksen behind the net. Skoog now. Henriksen pulls it to the center, and it's a save. Henriksen with a great opportunity. Take a look at this. You'll see Henriksen coming out of the right side of your screen. Goalie had gone to the far side. Henriksen finds the puck right there. Just bring it to his backhand. Just didn't get enough on it. Good opportunity for your Wildcats. They go back to work here with 96 seconds left in the first period clock. Minneapolis sending it across ice. Schwartz comes out to play it. Henriksen picking up a loose puck. Levine rings it around to Skoog. Skoog fights for it along the half wall. MacKenzie and Levine in to support. Levine sending it over to Eilertson. It hops his stick. He puts it off to Henriksen, who throws it out into neutral ice. Put off the wall. MacKenzie picking up on the high slot. MacKenzie pulling once, loses the handle. Drags another time, and MacKenzie with it still. He cycles it back to Skoog, centering pass on the stick of Minneapolis. Blocked there by Levine. Levine with a nice stop at the line. He comes down the slot, sending it over to Skoog. It's too much for him. Skoog with it behind the net. 37 seconds left in the period. Bouncing puck. Net is off. So we have a stoppage of play with 33.8 left in the first. Schmidt, Mann, Turvold, Vobel, and Williams out to finish the period. Turnaround shot there on net by Schmidt. Vobel defends well through the neutral ice. He hit headmans to Mann. Mann finds Turvold, but it just gets deflected up into the far corner. 15 seconds left. Another spinorama pass. Now Minneapolis with under 10 seconds to go. They coming up trying to find a 2-on-1 late. 5 seconds as they cross the line. Minneapolis pulling it up, tries to sauce it in through the center. That gets tipped it up and hits the side of the net right as time expires. Dramatic ending to this period. So both teams will retreat and we will take a pause and be back here for the second period here in about 10 minutes. Thanks for joining us here from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Back at the Brooklyn Park Ice Arena here with Mark Steinke on the camera today. Brett MacKenzie, pleased to bring you Wildcat hockey here at the Rebel Thanksgiving Hockey Tournament. Wildcats getting off to a 1-1 start here in this game. Just got a fresh sheet of ice. Net is well off its moorings. Play is continuing. That went wide, and it is finally blown down. Wildcats are down Liam Riley and Jake Palin. Now also, Owen Delmonico has left the game off a collision happening in one of the opening shifts of the game. Wishing Owen the best. And we'll be hoping, obviously, for some good news as the afternoon develops here. Shot had hit traffic and it deflected wide. Mann tried to scoop it out on his backhand. That one goes high as well. Minneapolis wearing the black, setting up in the far corner. Minneapolis sends one across the slot. They'll go back on the regroup. Some fresh ice that's going to get all the way down. Second period change. Wildcats will have the long shift. And that one is out and in. They'll be able to complete a change. With just two lines, Wildcats will be taking just about any whistle that they can take this weekend, I should say. Skoog, MacKenzie, Henriksen, Levine, Steinke. Levine sends it deep into Minneapolis territory. Henriksen chases behind the net. Breakout pass comes out into neutral ice. Steinke puts it off the wall. Now Skoog. Skoog with room, looking for Henriksen. That bounces under his stick and goes for icing. Austin Schwartz getting his stretches in here with 13:23 left in the second period. Blocker save there from Schwartz that had come right off the faceoff. Now MacKenzie settles the puck, looks for his lane, sends it up to Skoog. Skoog chips it off the wall, try to get around the Minneapolis defense. They hold the line. Centering pass defended by Henriksen. Henriksen moving it up towards MacKenzie. Now Minneapolis. Pulling up at the high slot. MacKenzie defending near the hash mark, supported there by Levine. And puck is skated out of the Eagan end. MacKenzie defending along the blue line. Onto the stick of Skoog. His shot on goal. Quick save from the Minneapolis goaltender. .12:52 left in the second. Tervold, Mann, Schmidt, Vobel, Eilertson. Eilertson pulls it out, sends it in, gets a whistle. 12:42 left in the second period. Bit of a funny setup here in this rink, so I don't have access to my phone. So if we get any streaming issues, go ahead and text Rich Vobel. He'll let me know. He makes sure his notifications are on. All right, Tervold, Mann, Schmidt, Vobel, Eilertson. Puck deflects up into the Eagan bench, and we'll have another stoppage of play with 12:19 left. Next up for your Wildcats, it's just in a few hours, folks. Tonight, 6 o'clock, Back here in Brooklyn Park, it's the Wildcats facing off against the Forest Lake Rangers in Game 2 of pool play here at the Rebel Classic. Wildcats won an early season scrimmage against the Rangers. They'll be looking to repeat the best they can. And another puck into a bench gives us another whistle. 11:57 left in the second period. Mann collecting it, sending it down to Schmidt. Just can't hold on to a bobbling puck. Tervold lays a pick, but Minneapolis coming away with it out of their own end. Vogel, quick shoulder check, protects the puck, curls to the outside. Puts it off the wall, looking for Schmidt. Schmidt absorbs a check at the blue line, but brings the puck with him. May have been offsides, plays continue. 11:24 left in the second. Schwark ringing around to Mann. Mann chipping it out toward the middle of the ice, and we're going to have our game's first penalty. It's going to be coming against Minneapolis with 11:13 left in the second period. It's a roughing penalty, which will give the Wildcats a man advantage, opportunity to pull away from this 1-1 tie. Eagan special teams got off to a pretty rough start to start the season, have turned it around of late. Have improved to 7 goals on 33 attempts, giving it a 21.2% percentage here on the power play. Henriksen, Skoob, MacKenzie, Eilertson, and Levine, your first power play unit. Eilertson with a nice stop. Now MacKenzie finds room. MacKenzie zips it across to Skoob. Skoob entering 2-on-2 at the line. Shot from a wide angle, glove down, no trouble there. Minneapolis skating through center ice, bounces it off the back wall for Schwark, who leaves it for Eilertson. Eilertson headmans to MacKenzie. MacKenzie now tried to dance around one, picked away. Now it's Henriksen. His backhand shot defended at the line. Minneapolis backhand pass, sends it down, it gets for icing. Schwark wanted to play it. .10:19 left in the second period. Minute 6 of power play time left for your Wildcats. Mann wins it cleanly to Vogel. Sends it to the wall where Tervold waits. Back to Vogel. Tervold, one time just goes wide. Williams gets picked at the line, but recovers through neutral ice. Williams enters, pulls up, and loses it once more near the blue line. It'll be Schmidt, and we've got a penalty coming. But now it's Schmidt coming on one-on-one. Shot blocker save. Cross-checking penalty coming. Will put the Wildcats on a 2-man advantage for 35 seconds. While they get that sorted out, we'll get a look at the last shot coming in from Schmidt. There he is with room right at the dot, pulls the trigger, just the top of the blocker, knocks that one up and into the near side corner. So Schmidt, Mann, Tervold, Williams, and Vogel will have 35 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time. Williams has a hard time holding on to it near the line. They'll have to regroup. Williams into the far corner. Williams with it. Williams sending it down low to Mann. Mann going across the slot looking for Turvold. Schwark letting his team know that there's about 12 seconds left in this power play. And he comes out to play it. Schwark leaving it for Williams. Minute 20 now of 5-on-4. The first of 2 penalties expiring for Minneapolis. Now Williams. Williams driving into the far corner. He gets pulled down. Williams drawing his second penalty of the shift to put the Wildcats right back on the 5-on-3 here for a minute 6. Minute 6 of 5-on-3, followed by 54 seconds of 5-on-4, provided the Wildcats put one into the back of the net here with 8:54 left in the second period. Mann collects off the wall, settles it down. Wildcats looking to set up. Goes across to Williams. Williams has room. Fans on his shot attempt. Knocked away by Minneapolis, but not far enough for Vogel. Now Williams, slap shot coming, hits Mann in the back of the leg. Now Vogel sending it across to Mann. Mann saucing it over towards Schmidt, but that hit a black player. Now out to Vogel. Williams, shot! Stopped there by a Storm defender. Now Vogel. He fanned on his pass attempt for Williams. He collects anyway, sending it down to Mann. 20 seconds left of the 5-on-3. Mann down to Turvold. Turvold sends it across to the far side where Schmidt will settle it. Now Vogel. Now Williams. Williams, wide angle shot, blocker save. Penalty time is over on the first penalty for Minneapolis. It's 5-on-4. And here we've got a break, 2-on-1. Vogel defending. Back, spinorama pass, knifed away there by Schwark. And 41 seconds left of Wildcat power play. We'll begin here with the defensive zone draw. Skoog, Henriksen, MacKenzie, Steinke, Eilertson. MacKenzie winning it back toward Eilertson. And it's going to be rung around where Schwark stops it. Schwark out of his net, leaving it for Skoog. Skoog settles and sends it across ice. But it was out and in. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 25 seconds left of the Wildcat power play. Minneapolis wins the draw, sends it in for Eilertson behind Schwark's net. He pulls up. And Eilertson sending it way high into the zone, but it hit a player. Now MacKenzie will find it. MacKenzie around for Skoog. Skoog back to MacKenzie. And Minneapolis will send it down, but it'll be enough for icing. Just under 7 minutes to play as we reach the halfway mark of this game. 1-1, Minneapolis and Eagan. 4 seconds left of the man advantage. MacKenzie appears to be going forward with this puck. And he finds it. Penalty time is over. Both teams full strength. Minneapolis killing off 2 5-on-3 penalties. And another icing. 6:39 left in the second period. Skoog, MacKenzie, Henriksen, Levine, and Vogel. Minneapolis finds a seam. It's a breakaway for Minneapolis. Vogel on the back check. Nice save there from Schwark on the breakaway. Now Henriksen crosses the red line and sends it in. Levine gets worked off the puck. It's a breakaway. Shot goes wide. Sent across, back across the zone. 2-on-1 down low. Storm to the center. That one interrupted by MacKenzie. One-timer from the side, picked away. Now we've got Vogel coming in one-on-one from the red line. Vogel pulling to the center. It's in his skates just behind him. Wildcats trying to get a change. That one was tipped, so Schwark will stop it. He rings it around on a breakout looking for Tervold. Tervold finds MacKenzie. Broken play through the slot. That one goes down. Pad save Schwark. And a tussle at the end. Both teams will remain full strength. After some pushing and shoving after the last whistle, 5:23 left in the second period. Tervold chipping it off the wall. Mann was there. Now it's Schwark. Schwark settles down a puck that had hit a weird angle, and then he collides with Steinke in the slot. Shot, pad, save. Rebound picked up by Tervold as it goes out and clears the zone. Tervold defending in middle ice. Minneapolis will have to regroup. Players still in the zone. Mann chasing it down on the neutral zone forecheck. Now Steinke sending it over to Williams. Mann gets taken down, no call. Williams tried to drag around a defender, gets caught in the Minneapolis skates. Wildcats have been trying that move a number of times here this afternoon, trying to put it through a defender's skates. Can't recall a time it's worked today. 4:20 left in the second period. Now a loose puck picked up by Schmidt, but now we've got a 4-on-1 developing, turning into a 2-on-1. Steinke back to defend. Steinke breaks it up with his skate as the puck was being sent across. Schmidt bobbles once, gets it out to the Minneapolis point, sent back in, stopped there by Williams. Bouncing puck now on the stick of Mann. Turnover at the high slot. Mann and Williams defending behind the net. 3:45 left in the second period. 1-1 the score. Shot coming, tipped away. Schmidt coming down off the half wall. Big collision on the hash mark. As Minneapolis sends it in from the point. Now a shot had hit Mann. Schmidt now. Schmidt able to send it out where Williams finds it. Wildcats trying to get a change. Vogel hopping the boards for Williams. Minneapolis having to clear the zone. They stay onside. Henriksen, I'm sorry, that was Skoog defending. Minneapolis, some sustained zone time here in the Eagan end. Chipped into the Wildcat zone. Now it's MacKenzie. He's going to chip it around and go find it himself in the near side corner. Skoog. Minneapolis brings it out 1-on-1, turns into a 2-on-1. Vogel defending. Stopped there by Vogel. Vogel sending it up to MacKenzie. MacKenzie dragging it toward the center. And Minneapolis goes back on their breakout. Out into neutral ice where Vobel settles. He had sent it over to Eilertson, who collects down behind Schwartz's net. Under 2 minutes to play in the second period. Now Skoog. Skoog regains control, rims it around. Henriksen will find it in the high slot, or in the high half wall. Out into neutral ice, Henriksen will chase. Now Henriksen. Still a loose puck. Out through the high slot. Eilertson. Now Schwartz. Well, one-timer right up the center of the ice. Minute 27 left in the second. MacKenzie stops one in neutral ice. It's 3-on-2 at the line. MacKenzie, shot, goes wide. Now Vobel. Vobel didn't get all of it as he tried to send it in towards the net. Now MacKenzie sending it back towards Skoog. Centering attempt, almost there for Schmidt. Now we have a race to the puck. Vobel. Vobel doing a good job of coming back. It's a nice stop there from Schwartz. Marvelous save from number 70, Austin Schwartz. Vobel did a good job of keeping his man to the outside. But it was Austin Schwartz tracking this one all the way across the crease and getting that pad over for the stop and jumping on the rebound. 46 seconds left in the second period, 1-1 score. Minneapolis sends it across to the far point. Chipping it in, one-timer coming, stops Schwartz. Austin doing a great job of tracking that one across the zone. Met that one-timer with plenty of time. .20 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Now it's Levine. Stopped at the blue line, out and in. 12 seconds left in the second period. Mann, Turbold, Schmidt, Steinke, Levine. Even numbers at the line. Shot knifed away by Schwartz. But that will bring us to the end of the second period. We will take a short pause and be back with you for the conclusion of Game 1 here at the Rebel Classic. Thanks for joining us, folks. Puck is down on the third period. 15 minutes of fresh hockey time on the board. Henriksen, MacKenzie, Eilertson, Williams, and Skoog. Out to the Minneapolis point. Now it's going to be picked up by MacKenzie. It's 2-on-1 with Skoog. MacKenzie to his backhand, just gets the puck knocked away at the last moment. Now MacKenzie battling, gets it over to Skoog. Skoog can't handle behind the net. He gets pushed down from behind. No call. Minneapolis reverses. Now Skoog to MacKenzie. MacKenzie chipping it down where Henriksen will go in on the forecheck. Out to Williams. Williams, shot gets through. Save, no rebound. Wildcats get a couple of new defenders. It will be Levine and Vobel. Henriksen, MacKenzie, and Skoog. MacKenzie with a one-timer, scores! A turnover right into the slot, and MacKenzie slaps it home. There's the turnover. MacKenzie right on the doorstep. One touch and in. There's MacKenzie coming around the backside of the net, wide open in the slot. And gets it up over the glove. MacKenzie makes this a 2-1 goal, 2-1 game. .44 left in the third. Wildcats with their first lead of the game. MacKenzie's 8th of the year. You could see Jake Palin leading this team with 21 points. Palin missing the games this weekend with a family vacation over here on the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. MacKenzie picks up his 8th, his 18th point. There with Turvold and Mann. Now Vobel. Out in neutral ice, stopped there by Levine. Minneapolis, their centering attempt pulled away by Mann as it trickled back into behind the net. Shot right into the old breadbasket of Schwartz. Gives us a stoppage of play and a defensive zone faceoff with 13:05 left in the game. Steinke rimming it around towards Schmidt. Back in the direction of Steinke and Mann. Centering pass on the backhand stick of a Minneapolis player. Pulled away by Mann. Mann chipping it up to Schmidt. But the play is offside, so we'll have a neutral zone draw. 12:36 left in the third. Early in the third, reminder, next game, just in a couple hours here against Forest Lake. Game 2 of pool play here at the Rebel Classic. Now Williams. It had been tipped, so no ice. That one blocked by Henriksen, out in neutral territory. Centering pass goes through the paint. It was too much for the player coming in back door. And that shot goes high. Centering attempt, stopped there once. Now a bouncing puck, it's off the back of the goal. No goal. Let's see what we caught of the replay in the corner on that one. And here comes the replay. Puck goes behind. We'll check in that line. Does the puck get across the red line? Still not there, still not there, and still not there. That puck never went in. 11:57 left in the third. Henriksen chipping it out into neutral ice. Storm on the regroup. Shot come from the outside, goes well wide. Now MacKenzie tries to settle a puck that was rolling up along the top of the dasher board. Henriksen laying a hit. And Henriksen trying to pull it away. Now one-timer for Levine on net, but it's a save. Saved cleanly, no rebound. 11:29 left in the game. Now we have a 2-on-1 developing in through neutral ice, but it's Mann on a great back check. Now Turvold chases a loose puck. Offside. Gives us a stoppage of play at 11:05. Schwartz ringing around out to the Minneapolis point. Turvold almost able to spring himself. Shot went wide. Vobel fends off a player. Now we've got a 3-on-2 rush. Vobel in at the Minneapolis line. Couple of Eagan parents looking for a call. Looked pretty clean from the production booth. Now Williams absorbs a hit. Now Williams is going to get a penalty for being hit. We'll see if we caught any of that. I think we did. Williams had the puck, was hit in neutral ice in open territory, and he's being sent to the box. It makes you wonder what a player is to do if he's being hit in neutral ice. Maybe he got his hands up. I'm not sure it really matters. Again, if you're the one being hit, what else can you do? So Minneapolis onto the power play here with 10:04 left in the third, minute 45 left in the power play. Long shot, hit the post, rebound, score. Shot to come from the point, may have been tipped as it came through. Yes, it was tipped right in the right above the crease, and tapped in on a yawning open net. There's the shot, tipped once, hits the post, and some easy loose change there. So we've got ourselves a tie game after the Minneapolis Storm come in with a power play goal with just under 10 minutes to play in the game. Now MacKenzie with room in the near corner. Spins around, Henriksen in. Now Skug will go down on the forecheck. Deflected once, Minneapolis pulling it away, stopped there in the high slot. Minneapolis dropping it as they enter the zone. Centering pass, blocked there by Schwartz. Now MacKenzie will find room. MacKenzie onto his forehand. His shot, blocker save. Puck still it there, MacKenzie sends it out into the slot, there was no one home. Levine lays a hit. Schwartz rings it around. Bouncing puck ends up on the stick of Levine. Schmidt trying to settle it. Now sent out, kept in at the Minneapolis line. MacKenzie puts it up off the glass, bouncing puck. Batted away there by Skoo. Gonna go for icing. Wildcats will take it as they needed a change. 2-2 the score, 8:26 left on the play clock. Mann on the draw. He's with Turvold, Schmidt, Steinke, and Eilertson. I'm sorry, that's Vogel in the far corner. Shot coming, blocked by Steinke. Steinke leaving it for Schmidt. And out in a neutral ice. Turvold's fighting for a loose puck. Picked up by Minneapolis. Now another turnover in the slot. Pad save. Schmidt, his shot, hit the post. And once again, we see the net being knocked off. That's the second time we've seen that play. One more and we raise the eyebrow. Mann winning it back to Steinke. Steinke, one-time shot, hit a defender on its way through. Now Vogel sending it in on net. Stopped, no rebound. Minneapolis chipping it off the wall, and it's going to go all the way down for icing. Player had been streaking down. Puck was too much for him, so we'll do it again. Offensive zone draw coming for the Wildcats. 7:47 left in the game. There are 10 teams in this tournament, so that means there are 4 pool play games prior to any semifinal matchups on Sunday. Points coming at a premium. Now it's Williams. His shot on goal. Glove save. Mann winning it back toward Turvold, but it's 2-on-2 for the Storm as they exit the zone. Williams defending, chipped up towards Schwartz. He gobbles it up and stops the clock. 7:15 left in the game. Mann winning it back to Williams. Williams rings it around to Schmidt. That gets out into neutral ice. Turvold chases. Turvold able to knife it away, but it was just too much for him to catch up with as he came down the slot. He would have been on a breakaway. Now Turvold again. Turvold battling on the far wall. Mann sending it to the slot. No one home. Now it's a 4-on-2 developing for the Storm. Nice back check there from Mann. Another one. Another nice back check from number 9. Minneapolis looking to skate it out of their own end. Turnover with MacKenzie. MacKenzie with it. Moving, he's looking for Williams' back door. It just hit a skate as it came through. Now some transition hockey. Williams able to pick it up on the back check. Williams sending it high up down the ice looking for Henriksen. Henriksen finds it. Now the Storm. Defended well by Levine. Centering pass sets up on the stick of Eilertson. Board battle. Now Levine. Bouncing puck momentarily with MacKenzie. Out of the zone. Henriksen will pick it up. Now Minneapolis with room on the far end. Slap shot was coming, but it had just got far enough away to where he couldn't pull the trigger. Wildcats clear the zone. 5:29. They'll get a change. Schmidt sends it into the Storm zone. Storm send it all the way across and picked up as they enter in 2-on-3. Eilertson pushing to the outside. Spinorama pass hit Schmidt's skate. Deflects out into center ice. Chipped into the Eagan zone as Minneapolis works on a change. Eilertson to Turvold. Turvold tried to move it out to Mann. Mann picks it up at the blue line, absorbs a check. Now Vogel stopping at the line. Now Turvold chasing on the back check. Spinorama pass, knifed away by Eilertson. Now a shot tipped away by Turvold, picked up by Vogel, sent back to Turvold. Turvold one-on-one. Turvold pulling up. Just lost it as the puck deflected down into the near corner, rung around, and out into neutral ice where Vogel will find it. He moves it back to Steinke. Now up to Schmidt. Both teams starting to play with some desperation as we approach the final 4 minutes of this hockey game. Mann deflects as the puck was being sent through the slot. Steinke clears the zone. MacKenzie got a piece of that cross attempt. Now it's Levine. Bouncing puck in front of the Minneapolis bench. Now a one-on-one, Steinke defending. Nice stop there from Steinke. It was MacKenzie on the back check as that's Henriksen picks it up. Puck comes out in a neutral zone. Now Minneapolis to the far end. Stopped there by Steinke. Steinke got looked like the player had stepped on the puck. Now it's Henriksen. Henriksen still working for it. Out to the point. Steinke sends it in towards the zone, towards the net. Centering pass goes across the slot. Steinke putting it into the near corner for MacKenzie. Bouncing puck along the Zamboni doors. Henriksen lays a body. That hit MacKenzie's knee pad. Deflects to Skoog in the far corner. Skoog looking for Henriksen. And this will be sent across where Steinke will retrieve. Wildcats get a change. Schmidt. Mann holding the line. Now Eilertson chops at it as it comes out towards the Minneapolis point. Mann looking for Turvold. Offside. 2:09 left in the game. Mann on the draw. Winning it back towards Williams. Chips it into Minneapolis territory. 2 minutes left in the game. Cross ice pass. Eilertson may have gotten away with just getting a stick in the skates. Eilertson back up to Turvold and out in neutral ice. Minneapolis will regroup. Centering pass goes wide after it had been spun around off a skate. Puck coming down the slot, bouncing. One-timer goes to the far corner. Now Eilertson will defend behind Schwark. Centering pass goes up on the stick of Schmidt. Now leaving it for Williams. Williams with speed as he comes through neutral ice, cutting in towards the middle. Just can't bring it back in as he brought it in through the low part of the slot. Minneapolis looking for the stretch. It was offside. Blown down. We'll have an offensive zone face-off with a minute left, and it looks like we are going to have a timeout being called by the Eagan Wildcats as they get some rest, and we will take a short pause and be back for the conclusion of Game 1 here at the Rebel Classic in Brooklyn Park. Mann, Williams, Turvold, Eilertson, Vobel. Minneapolis looking for a seam as they come up through the middle of the ice. Picked up there by Mann, left for Williams. Williams looking for Turvold, but it had been hit by a defender. Bouncing puck high at on the top of the circle. Williams with it still. Centering pass blocked away there by the goaltender. Loose puck in the slot. No rebound. Tussle after the whistle. We'll see what results. Looks like he's sending them both. So Williams and number 17 for the Storm go on what is presumed to be coincidental minors. Will remain 5-on-5 for the last 33 seconds of this game. MacKenzie on for Williams, so it's MacKenzie, Mann, Turvold, Eilertson, Vobel. Eilertson dumping it into the near side corner. Defender fanned on it. Tipped once, stopped there by Mann. Mann looking for Turvold back door, bouncing puck, 14 seconds left. Picked up by Mann, blocked the ball. 5 seconds left if the Wildcats can get a shot on goal. 3, 2, 1. This one ends a tie. We'll stay tuned here momentarily to see if there is any overtime proceedings. I suspect, this being pool play, that will be that. And it is. Your final score here from the Brooklyn Park Arena at the Rebel Classic Tournament here on Thanksgiving weekend. Goals early from Minneapolis and then returned by Ethan Mann, then MacKenzie. going away with 2-1, but it's Minneapolis tying the score partway through the third. Final reminder, this is not the last game of the day. We will be doing this one more time here against the Forest Lake Rangers. 6 o'clock right here for Brooklyn Park. So we want to thank you for spending part of your Black Friday here with us in the Eagan Wildcats Bantam AA team. For Mark Stanky, I'm Brett MacKenzie. We'll see you this afternoon.